Watch out, watch out. As everybody falls in, if you could let me know if you can hear me, please. Make sure everything is crisp and make sure everything is clear. What's up, Murky? My dog. How you doing, bro? We done made it to Wednesday. We done made it, bro. How you doing, fam? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Can you hear me okay, Murky? Audio crisp, clear? Yes, sir. Awesome. I appreciate you letting me know, bro. I appreciate it. I am good, Murky. I am good, bro. Like I said, you saw in the title, it's gonna be I got an interesting story that we're gonna get to a little bit later in the live. Some interesting things happened to me yesterday at work that I wanna tell y'all about. It's funny and wild all at the same time, bro. Crazy. A lot of them have. What's up, too? How you doing, bro? I appreciate you joining the live stream. If y'all could, as you fall in, smash that like button. Okay, from Vietnam, Vietnam in the house. Much love, bro. Much love. I appreciate you joining. I appreciate you joining the live. That's awesome, bro. Murky from Pakistan and two from Vietnam. That's awesome, bro. That is awesome. Y'all want to get us started? Y'all got any guns you're interested in checking out, or can that I you think I should see or anything like that? Interested in hearing about it if you got anything. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've really been thinking about this B&T TP9 a lot, dude. That thing is so sick. That thing is so sweet. The 45 boss, how's it going, fam? Century Arms. Century Arms, they make a solid AK, bro. Century Arms makes a solid AK, bro. I am from Tennessee, too. Gabriel, Hugo, what's up, bro? What's up, everybody joining the live, engaging in the chat. I appreciate it. If y'all wouldn't mind smashing that like button. Kusa. I've never heard of them before. Let me check them out real quick. What's up, below average Utah dad? I appreciate you joining the live again, bro. Good to see you back, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate that, bro. Well, that's probably KUSA. They do look pretty solid, bro. I like this one. It looks like my Sestava, kinda. but with the well, that is a folding stock, but it looks fixed. That's pretty badass. Yes, sir. They YouTube show do playing, bro. YouTube do be playing. What do you mean, Murky? What do you mean, Murky? Yeah, y'all, those KUSA AKs look pretty good. Shout out to who gets who told me? Shout out to Cool Wizard 99, bro. Yeah, watch a tree grow or a Negro. Oh dear God, that's kind of funny because that's some that's kind of what that'll lead me right into my story from yesterday. Oh God. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, bro? I appreciate you joining the live, bro. I appreciate you joining the live. If y'all are anybody in here right now, if y'all wouldn't mind smashing that like button, hitting that subscribe button. What's up, Brad? Hey, I'm happy you came back, bro. Good to hear from you, bro. Brad, that is a Glock 17, Gen 3 Glock 17. How's it going, Weston? My favorite gun. I did get on Sportsman Warehouse, bro. I couldn't find. I didn't look. I we got. I think we. I kind of got confused with what you said on the Discord because I got on there looking up the TSOS 1911. I think you were talking about the XDM that you have. My favorite gun though. But yeah, Brad, I'll get back on there. Is that what you were talking about? Was the XDM that you found on Sportsman Warehouse? I have not. Cool Wizard 99. I will check it out. But I saw your question about the AR. That is a PSA budget build that I did, bro. Just real cheap. I think I got about 1,000 into it all together. Yes, Alex, that is a Sestava ZPAP M70. Let me check out this Kimber 20K11. I think I did see something about that. Cool Wizard. Is that new EDC? Oh, okay, never mind. It's just 2011. It looks solid, bro. So what's everybody's favorite? Yeah, Alex, I do. I got a Remington 870 pistol grip pump. I've never tried send 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 nudes. I've never tried. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've never tried the Kung Fu pistol grip before. I have heard good things about them though, bro. This Kemper 2K11 looks solid though. What's everybody's favorite 2011? Hey, bro, do you know if you can run a Glock slide on a Shadow system? Shadow systems are clones of Glocks. I see a lot of people putting like PSA dagger lowers on Glock slides or Glock slides on PSA dagger lowers. I'm sure if you do your research and stuff, make sure everything goes together as it should. You shouldn't have an issue. Yeah, that's all a staccato is a 2011. It's like same thing as the Springfield Prodigy and the what's the EAA just came out with the new 2011. I think the other company is Bull Armory. There's a lot of 2011s coming out now. What was the one that takes the Glock mags that everybody's been raving about lately? The new 2011 that takes Glock mags. Yeah, that's what I said. The Springfield Prodigy. I got a buddy that has one. It seems pretty solid. It seems pretty solid, bro. KD. The Sestava is I mean, the AK is a Sestava ZPAP M70. I'm sure you can find a 2011 that doesn't shoot uh 9 millimeter. Yes, sir. CB Music 615, Tennessee. Born and raised in Nashville. Yes, sir. I am a 5.56 guy, Nelly. Much love, Brazil. I can't pick it up on the live stream, Samir. I'm sorry, bro, but it is a Sestava ZPAP M70. I'll move out of the way for you guys. My favorite caliber. My favorite caliber probably be 9 millimeter. I know that's anticlimactic, but just for practical reasons, probably be one of the most run into calibers you'll find. I've trained with 9 millimeter the most. And a pistol. 9 millimeter probably be my favorite caliber, and 5.56 probably be my favorite rifle caliber just because I've trained with it so much. Focus! What's up, big dog? I appreciate you joining the live, bro. SIG. I like SIG. I actually have a SIG 516. They make quality stuff, bro. Like the P365 is a solid concealed carry option. The P320 is the one that went off. Has been going off by itself. Right, like that shit's crazy. Don't even gotta touch it. Mug's been going off. I love Canics. Juice Earth 999. I have two myself. Actually, one of the guns that I conceal carry in my rotation daily is a Canic Meta MC9. My first Canic was the Canic TP9 Elite Subcompact, and I still carry that from time to time. So yeah, Canics. Canic solid. Arrogant eyeball. We're good, bro. We're good, bro. Much love. I appreciate you joining the stream, joining the chat, man. 300 blackout's solid. I really like 300 blackout for home defense, bro. Especially if you can get a can, subsonic rounds. Won't even have to wake the kids up at night. Reno Mullins, I try my best, bro. I try. Reno Molina, I'm sorry. If you haven't seen any of the previous live streams, I'm dyslexic than a mug. So, but yeah, the SFX. I haven't shot the SFX, bro. I've seen a lot about them. I'm a Canic guy. I've been a Canic guy since they came out. I've never really heard anything negative about Canic. Look at me. I've never heard anything negative about Canic unless it was like a Glock fanboy just bashing anything that wasn't Glock. The TTI Combat is badass, bro. If if I had to pick between, and shout out to my boy Murky, shout out to my boy Murky. Uh, Now if I had to pick between Glock or Canic, I'd go Glock. If I had to pick one, but there's nothing wrong with Canic. Just going with Glock because of that track record, obviously. The TTI Combat is solid though, but like I was saying, if it weren't for my boy Murky, I'd really want that gun. But if I'd prefer to have that Smith and Wesson Series V over that TTI Combat. K Dot, I got some body armor too. I got some too, bro. Isaiah, what is a good brand for a good AR? I have Glocks, but I want a rifle. What do you recommend? I don't trust PSA because cheap ammo strips the barrel. Let's see. I mean, what's your budget, Isaiah? Give me a budget. Give me something to work with. Yes, sir. CB Music 615. 1,000. Okay, okay, okay. You can't go wrong with something like the MMP Sport, bro. And that's what you're looking at, about 600 for the rifle, or one of the Ruger 5.56s. I can't think of the name of it, the model of the Ruger 5.56 off the top of my head, but you'll be looking about 600-700 for a rifle there. Something good, like I said, like the MMP Sport, and then put on some decent attachments like Sig Romeo 5, some sort of Holosun red dot. If you can get your hands on a Streamlight ProTac, something like that, a budget light, you're in there, bro. You're in there. 1,500, then I mean, that's even better. That's even better, bro. The red dot JJR, I get a lot of shit for this red dot. The red dot is a Sightmark Ultra Shot Inspect. Like I said, this is a budget build geared towards budget accessories. I wanted to make it that way. I know I could have went with the Holosun or something, but I went with the Sightmark. Dream gun. Currently, my dream gun, bro, is probably gonna be, like I said, that Smith and Wesson Series V. That's probably gonna be my dream gun right now, bro. The Sig P320. Isn't the Sig P320 the one that's been going off by itself? Yeah. No, no Sig P320s, sir. The Sig, what's the P365 is a solid option for concealed carry. Yeah, the 360. I like the Hellcat, bro. My brother's my sister-in-law's dad carries a Hellcat. He's a gun a gun head, man. He loves that Hellcat. Every time I hear him ask me what I'm toting, he flashes me that Hellcat, shows me his gun, bro. I like the Hellcat. If I'll probably end up, because I like comparing these micro combat compacts, I'll probably end up getting my hands on one of those Hellcats and doing a comparison between the GX4, the Canic Meta MC9, the P365. I want to get my hands on that Hellcat. Do a comparison with those. Savage just came out with a new micro carry. Yeah, the Savage hunting rifle. Yes, sir. They came out with a micro carry. I do not have a Glock 25. G46. Let's see. I have not. I don't know, bro. Glock 46. I do not know a rotating barrel Glock. I like the concept of it. That's pretty cool. That is wild. F FMP 90. Isn't that the let me see. I don't want to look like an asshat here. FMP 90. That's that one GHG Hustle got, ain't it? FMP 90. Yes, sir. That's chambered in 5.7. Does that I know the Keltec. What's that Keltec, y'all? The Keltec that not the pistol. Not the pistol. The Keltec chambered in 5.7. The P50. The Keltec P50. So does that FNP 90, does that FNP 90 mag go in sideways, not sideways, but the ammo go in the mag, the rounds go in the mag sideways like the Keltec? And whenever they get chambered, do they go forward like that? Bro, Bing said he had a Taurus Millennium blow up on him. That's crazy, bro. That is wild. Anybody in the chat or in the live stream right now, I appreciate everybody for joining. If y'all wouldn't mind smashing that like button, hitting the subscribe button for me. Let me give a shout out to the top fans in the chat right now. We got PSV 14 gang at 1. We've got Even 6500 at 2. Sadie Knowledge at 3. Tun Guyan. Bro, don't kill me for butchering your name. I apologize. But you know who you are. You're at 4. And then we got Matrix Hond at 5. Much love to everybody in the chat. Much love to everybody in the stream. Bro, Brad, it took me a long time to get an AK. I had like 3 ARs before I got that Testava, bro. Much love, Mark. I appreciate it, bro. Yes, sir. I actually did not find about that until one of the fellas in the chat let me know a few streams back, and I figured out, yeah, They make an AR that takes those P90 mags. I know, bro. After all those guns you were showing us on the Discord, bro. Solid collection, by the way, Brad. Those was badass, man. Don't think I didn't see them. Those was badass. Much love, Ralph. I appreciate it. All right. So anyway, since I got y'all in here now, let me go ahead and get into this story, bro, that happened to me yesterday, which is crazy. I've never had nothing like this happen to me before. So as some of y'all know, I do pest control. I'm a pest control technician. Won't say what company because I don't want to get fired. But yeah, I do. I'm a pest control technician. So I go from house to house all day killing bugs. Yesterday, I had two Donalds on my route. So I had a Donnie and a Donald. Like some of y'all know, I'm dyslexic, okay? So I get to the Donnie's house and I knock on the door, nobody comes to the door, so I call the customer. I'm like, hey, sir, I'm not getting an answer at the door. He says, hey, buddy, how you doing? I say that, how you doing, sir? I say, I'm not getting an answer at the door. He says, all right, I'm coming. Hang up the phone. Like 2 seconds later, I get a call. Is this Al? I said, yes, sir. He said, you ain't at my door, buddy. And I could tell right then something was wrong. Buddy was mad, pissed off about something. I could tell right then. So I was at one of the customers' house, just didn't know which one. Like I said, I just got them confused. Two Donnies. So I just got them confused. So I say, all right, let me get this figured out. I'll call you back. He says, all right. So we hang up. And then the customer's house that I'm at, he comes to the door. It's Donnie. So, like I said, it's two Donnies. It's confusing as hell, bro. So he comes to the door, real cordial, real nice guy. Get him taken care of. Before I even start on his service, I messaged the other guy that I just got off the phone with. Said, hey sir, I got my work orders mixed up. That's what that was. That's why I thought I was at your door, but I wasn't. I have another Donald on my route. Should be there in about 20 minutes. He messages me back. Well, that's gonna put me behind. So I say, okay, sir. Yeah, no problem. Do we need to reschedule? He says, no, come on. Just come on. So I respond to him again. I say, I apologize, sir. Like I said, I just had two Donnies on my route. So just simply got y'all's work orders mixed up. I should be there 20 minutes. He replied again, come on, man. So I say, all right. I get the house that I'm at currently knocked out. Get that knocked out. Head over to this dude's house. Like I said, I was 20 minutes. 20 minutes on the dot. Got there at 12:20. So pulled up at 12:20. He walks outside. Dude was dealing with roaches. So per my company policy, customer has to be out of the house for 4 hours for me to do an interior roach treatment. A lot of aerosols in the air and stuff. Don't want the customer breathing that in. Liability, all types of issues. So I get tell him he has to be out of the house. He says, well, we can't do that today, man. I say, I can't I can't treat, bro. I can't treat in your house I can't treat in your house if you're not gonna be able to leave. He said, well, I'm gonna leave. I gotta go to a doctor's appointment, but my mother-in-law is gonna stay in the house. I say, well, I definitely can't treat with an older person in the house, especially if they're ill or anything like that. So he gets mad and just starts walking off. Says, all right, don't worry about it. Then just reschedule. I say, all right, no problem. And then he gets to the door, comes back and goes, you know what? Just cancel the whole service, man. Just cancel the whole service. And he starts yelling and screaming. He's pissed off. So I was like, so I could tell at this point, like, pick your battles, man. So I just was like, yes, sir. That's fine. No problem. And then as he's walking away, said, no, that's not fine. You lied to me, dude. I turned around and said, what did I lie about? He said, you said you was at my door and you wasn't. Before he even let me explain, what I had already explained to him, bruh said, it's just like a nigga to lie. But he said it with the hard R. There's a white man now, straight to my face, working my butt off. It's 98 degrees down there. Bruh said, it's just like a nigga to lie. Get out of here. I'm calling the police. Slammed the door, and that's that, bro. Called my service manager, let him know everything that happened. He closed the dude's service out. Ain't heard nothing since then. But yeah, that was crazy. Crazy, crazy Tuesday. Never had nothing happen like that before. But yeah, just wanted to let y'all know. Told y'all I had an interesting story. Yes, sir, Chief Oklahoma. Pest control. I do. I'm a pest control technician. Do I use the guns for extermination purposes? I do not have a white Glock. I think, and the last time I counted, I think I have. Bro said shouldn't have lied. Last time I counted, I think I had like 25 or so guns. Every time I get a new one, my wife writes it down on a thing for me. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. I had a little technical difficulty. That guy. How much is my whole collection? It's not a lot, bro. Altogether, all 25 guns, I'd say probably about 25,000. Somewhere around there. That's just a guess. Yeah, Chief, then you already know how it is, bro. No, bro. And most of the time I get dog talk like that, it's by a customer in an old rundown single wide trailer, bro. Roaches falling off the ceiling on my back. And they think I'm just magically supposed to take care of the roach issue. I can't do it. My bad, that guy. It is a PSA budget bill. Chamber to 556-223. It's got an Olight Odin Mini on the front of it. Uh, Strike Industries blade on the back. Magpul pistol grip. Sight Mark Ultra Shot M Spec red dot. What else? And then we got M-Bus flip up sights. And it has a super safety as well. I forgot to tell y'all, it does have a super safety as well. My first live stream, I actually got kicked off, bro. My first live stream was last Monday, and I didn't know I wasn't allowed to touch the guns. And yeah, so yeah, that happened. And they kicked me off, and I got knocked off for a few days. So that was my first live stream, bro. I'd say that guy. I'd say right around 1,000, maybe a little under, give or take 1,000, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry, Eric. I didn't see it. Yes, sir. It is a Sestava ZPAP M70. Yes, sir. Took me about 10 minutes to get that super safety installed, bro. Took me about 10 minutes. The optic is a Sightmark Ultra Shot M Spec. Yes, I do. I have a few pistols, actually. Beverly Bush, much love. I appreciate you joining the live. Jonah, I'm from Tennessee. My first gun. You want to know my first gun that my parents got me, or my first gun that I bought myself as a grown, not a grown child. I might as well be a grown child as a grown adult. Yeah, the Redwood is the chef's kiss, Eric. Yes, it is. Okay. First gun I got as a child was a Remington Model 770 chambered and 270 Winchester. My dad got me that when I was 13. Not my real dad. My stepdad got me that when I was 13. Uh, and then the first gun I bought myself as an adult was a Charter Arms 38 Special. I don't have a Draco. This is a folding stock on the AK though. About as close to a Draco as I got. You fold it and hip fire it. Make it feel like a Draco. I can't cut onions, bro. Oh, pal, I can't cut onions, bro. But I accidentally, on my middle finger, I accidentally almost cut my finger off the tip trying to slice an onion one time. So, yeah, Jonah, I've got an EDC. Towards GX4 and the Canic Meta MC9. Jeffrey, I'm far from rich. I'm broke than a bitch. Far from rich, broke than a bitch. Marcus, much love. I appreciate you joining the live, bro. First pistol was a Glock 17. My first rifle was an M27 AR. Hey, that's solid, bro. Much love, Marcus. I really appreciate that, man. Much love. You ain't kidding. It happens fast too, Milan. It happens fast. I like I said, Ernest, I have two Canics myself. I carry almost daily a Canic Meta MC9, and my first Canic was a Canic TP9 Elite Subcompact. Favorite handgun. Favorite handgun at the moment in my collection or all time. Much love, Juice Earth 999. I appreciate you while you were here, man. I appreciate you tuning in, man. All time favorite gun. It's probably gonna have to be a 1911, man. Springfield 1911. Solid. Still, I mean, timeless design. People still carry 1911 till this day. 45 ACP is kind of going out of style. Probably that's my favorite pistol all time though. Probably a solid 1911. You spending some bread on money, Milan. I mean, not on money. Look, I cannot talk. You spending some bread on guns, Milan. You spending some bread, bro. You are spending some monies. Like I said, a gun that I really want right now is the Smith and Wesson Series V, bro. I really think it'd be badass for me to get my hands on. But the new Smith and Wesson 2.0s, look, I've got my favorite pistol in my collection currently is probably my Smith and Wesson M&P 40. 40 is also going out of style too. You did get a pretty good deal on it then, Milan. I do not have any BCM builds, Dave. The M&P is solid, bro. Like I said, And it's wild because I probably got $1,000 in this Glock build right here. Probably about $1,000 on an AR build. Then I got a SIG build that I probably got about 2,500 in. And then Sestava was about 1,200 just stock. But my favorite gun in my collection is the M&P 40 I gave, and it's a retired police gun. I gave about 240 for it. If I could go back in time, what gun would I buy first for my collection? If I could go back in time, knowing the knowledge I know now, what gun would I buy first? It would probably be a solid 9mm, something like a Glock 43X that I could carry and keep as a bedside weapon, something like that. I do have a 10mm. Actually, I got one sitting right here. The word that is a Springfield XDM Elite Combat chambered and 10mm. No switch. The closest thing I have to a switch is on that AR, and I have a super safety, which is 100% legal. AK is 100% Daniel. The AK I gave 1,200 for its stock. It's a Sestava ZPAP M70. It is badass if I do say so myself. I love my AK. I love my AK. I only have one Glock 10X. That is a rock slide, El Sancho. And I only have one Glock. It is the Glock 17 Gen 3. 50 Beowulf, 50 A&E, 50 BMG. Which one, Beverly? Oh, 50 BMG. You want to split a person in half, don't you? How many people in here saw Kentucky Ballistics 50 BMG blow up on them with that slap round? Yeah, I've seen those 50 GIs, Eric. Hey, bro, Kentucky Ballistics was so lucky when that happened, bro. Did y'all see his? If y'all were here for the last stream, y'all already heard me talk about it. But did y'all see his stick a thumb in it T-shirts? How crazy! And like, bro's rifle blew up on him shooting a 50 BMG. The back of the Serbu went through the dude's neck, and he said the only way he didn't bleed out was because he stuck a thumb in it. That's fucking God was watching over that man. God was watching over that man. But he is back now, and what's crazy is he's still shooting the 50 BMGs. I've never I don't own a FN 509 tactical. I have shot one though. I like them. They're solid. They're solid, bro. Hey Dave, that sounds solid, bro. Loophole makes a solid optic too. What are you running? Okay, okay. How do you like that Banish, man? I've heard a lot of good things about those Banish suppressors, bro. How do you like that Banish? I do believe in Jesus Christ, the Word. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I do. So on a lot of days, that's the only thing that keeps me from being a crash out. Yes, sir. I have 223s, Beverly. I have 5.56s and 223s. I've got a few of them. Amen. Amen. I love it, chat. I love it. The vibe in the chat right now is beautiful. It's beautiful. The vibe in the chat is beautiful. I appreciate it. Hey, you do the same thing, Milan. I appreciate you tuning in while you were here, man. I appreciate you joining us. Top fans in the chat right now. PVS 14 gang at number one, even 6,500 number two, Sadie Knowledge at number three, Ton Guy. That's what stuff we're gonna stop there at number four, and Matrix Honda at number five. Much love to everybody in the live right now. If you are here right now, if you don't mind smashing that subscribe button, smashing that like button. I'm trying the word. I'm trying, man. Trying to stay positive, bro. Trying to stay positive. The only thing I had to do to my El Sancho, the only thing I had to do to that PSA build was put in a H2 buffer, and it runs. I'm definitely gonna put some anti-walk pins in, probably though. I will probably be putting some anti-walk pins in. Much love, the word. God bless you as well, bro. I appreciate you joining, man. Much love. The FNS9. So how's everybody's week been going so far? I know it's Wednesday. We done made it halfway through. How's everybody looking good? What do you mean, Brad? What's my stand? What's my AR stand? This is the Raz. This is a Raz frozen cherry apple bait. Magazine. 100% magazine, Beverly. I'm a stickler for correct terms, bro. 100% magazine. The new Kel-Tec P57, I think is what it's called. P57 uses a clip. It doesn't have a magazine. That is just a mag, Brad. That is not a stand. The AK, which I don't know. That's why I'm really not moving a lot. The AK and the AR standing up right now, just on the mags themselves, which I really don't understand how the AK is standing up right now. The mags that I run, the mags that I run on the AR is usually going to be a P mag or just a standard metal mag. It does look like it's on a stand, but it's not. I promise. It's just standing there. It's not on a stand. It's just standing there. It's just standing there. See, that's what we do here at Brothers with Blickies. We got El Sancho and FV Ordnance chopping it up. Looks like they ain't talked to each other in a minute. That's what it's all about, bro. Bringing the 2A community together. That's what it is, man. And my little brother Walker's in this mug. So much love. That's straight up water, Eric. H2O. I do, Beverly. I've got three 12 gauges at the moment. I got a Sega clone, the JTS AK-12, and then an AR-12, and then a Remington 870 pump shotgun. Yeah, I love you too, buddy. You better not be getting in no trouble, Walker. Post said you gotta try Blackberry Crown and lemonade. I think I did try Blackberry Crown at my brother's wedding. And so I gotta say I think because I can't remember. Can't remember. Boy, Walker, you crazy. You gonna get me in trouble too, Walker. Much love to everybody in the live stream right now. Look, yeah. Eric, you're crazy, bro. Hey. El Sancho, my M70 came like that, bro. I did not put that stock on there. It came like that. We're probably not going to be able to hit 100 like we did last time, but can y'all give me the 50 likes y'all think this stream? Y'all think we can hit 50 likes? If you're in the stream, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Don't hesitate. Much love to everybody in here right now. So how's everybody doing on this fine Wednesday evening? We're making it through. We're doing the damn thing. AK-47. I really do want to try AK-74. I think the AK-74 really gives the AR a run for its money. The AK-47 does too, but I really think what's the round that's in the AK-74? I actually didn't even know the AK-74 was a real thing until a few years ago. Yeah, 545 by 39. That is the AK-74 round. It definitely looks potent, bro. It's pretty solid, El Sancho. It's pretty solid, bro. I probably got about 1,000. I don't shoot the AK a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I probably got about 1,000 rounds through it, but yeah, they're not bad. They're really not bad. As long as you got your stance right, that's what I notice. Most of the time, somebody's falling back with the gun if they don't got their stance right, man. They legs right next to each other. No kind of solid stance, getting bounced around. And that's just what it is. Are y'all familiar? Are y'all familiar with the Savage Firearms Company, the company that's hunting rifles? Anybody familiar with Savage? Can everybody hear me okay? Are y'all asking me? Okay, yeah. Okay. So y'all know Savage came out with the micro 9 millimeter. Let me pull it up for you. It's called the Savage Stance. Skeletonized slide. No pick rail on the bottom. But my GX4 doesn't have a pick rail either. This is the Savage Stance. Micro 9 millimeter. Thoughts? Thoughts? Let me know. Thoughts on the Savage Stance? How many rounds do you have through that Yugo, El Sancho? That's what I didn't know. I didn't know Savage. I wonder how long that stance has been out. Have any of y'all ever heard of that Savage stance? That pocket pistol? That micro 9? I really like the GX4. I really like the GX4. Eric Ponce. I really enjoy the GX4. The ergonomics are solid. And I guess I don't notice how snappy it is because I probably got about 1500 to 2000 rounds through it. So I train with it often. So I probably don't even notice how snappy it is anymore. Beverly, I think I have, like I said, I think I have like around anywhere from 23 to 25 guns. My wife keeps them written down for me every single time I get a new one. She adds another one to the list. So thoughts on the 5.7? I like the 5.7 round, man. I mean, if you're going against somebody with soft armor, something like that, 5.7 should be able to penetrate it. I like the 5.7 round. Now, what it does after it goes through the armor, I'm not sure. But if it goes through, not obviously not AR 500 still or anything like that. I'm talking about soft armor. If it goes through, if it can make it through soft armor, imagine what it'll do to your body without anything on. About 2,500 rounds or so on the M92. I don't know, bro. Have you? I know a lot of times bolts and stuff like that can shake loose on those Bolden stocks. A lot of people don't use Loctite. Not saying you don't know what you're doing and you didn't use Loctite, but I know a lot of people don't use Loctite. They just get so excited about getting something they go straight to putting it on. 500 rounds later, shit's rattling loose, and I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on, man? What's everybody's thoughts on the that Sig? I mean, not the Sig, the Smith and Wesson FSP, that folding carbine. Much love to everybody in the chat right now. And give a shout out to the top people in here right now. We got PSF, not PSF. Golly, I butchered that. PVS 14 gang at 1, Ivan 6500 at 2, Sadie Knowledge at 3, Ton Guy at 4, and then Matricon at 5. Much love to everybody in the chat. If y'all wouldn't mind smashing that subscribe button and smashing that like button for me while you are here. Yeah, that's how I felt, bro. I got my wife a sub 2000 because shit hits the fan. She'll so I did, bro, have so many blickies. But yeah, give me dark. Give me dark, Beverly. But yeah, I got my wife the sub 2000 as her shit hit the fan rifle because she'll be using the Glock 17, which I'll obviously make back stock if that shit were to happen. But I got that because it's light and she can. It's light so she can run those Glock 17 mags in it, as well as the have her Glock 17 as her sidearm. Gen 1, but it's the 40. You like the Gen 1 sub 2000? I've never shot one. They do look pretty cool. All Kel-Tecs look like robot guns, but that one's kind of like boxed, kind of. But yeah, man, that was. Damn, it doesn't have M-lock or anything. It don't even have a QD point for a sling. That's fucked. That's fucked. Damn. Then the Gen 1s, Gen 1 to Gen 2 was a big jump then on those Kel-Tecs. But yeah, my dream gun for real at the moment. I just can't get my mind off of it. What y'all's thoughts on the Smith & Wesson Series V? I cannot take my mind off of that pistol. I cannot take my mind off of that pistol, bro. Can't do it. That is a very attractive gun. That is a very attractive gun. Bare bone stock, Eric said. That's wild, bro. Can't even put a sling on it. I do like 2011s. El Sancho. The only thing is I can't afford any 2011s. Like I said earlier in the stream, I've got a buddy that has a Springfield Prodigy 2011, and it seems pretty solid. And I really like the staccatos from everything I see. And those EAAs, GHG dropped a video on the EAA 2011. I can't remember the model. But those 2011s look badass. But that's the closest thing I got to a 2011 is that Gen 3 Glock 17. No, sir. Beverly, I've never shot anything full auto. No, sir. I've never shot anything full auto. Super safety is as close as I've gotten. And trigger my well I am. And my trigger finger. It's been a long day. I had a doctor's appointment today, bro. Uncommon Korean, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? Much love. I appreciate you stopping by, man. If y'all haven't checked him out, everybody go check out my dude. Slow is slow, fast is slow. if if y'all can, everybody go check out my dude Uncommon Korean. He's got a solid channel. He's in the chat right now, so everybody go check him out, subscribe. FRT super safeties, yes sir. Hey, I appreciate it, Uncommon Korean. I've been keeping tabs on you lately too, bro. That stream, I didn't watch the live today, but I watched your one on Monday. You were eating Chipotle in the bathtub. What dude say? I couldn't stop laughing. I can't remember the dude's name, but he said this is both the most feminine and masculine thing I've ever seen when you was eating the Chipotle in the tub. And bro, it did not phase you at all. You said I appreciate it. That was funny as hell. But yeah, Uncommon Korean. You've been putting out some good shit. And I saw the stream with you and your wife on Sunday. Your wife is beautiful, I might add, bro. It it's hard, bro. Never mind. It's not hard. The hardest part was learning when to push the mag release button. I kept doing it too early and throwing the mag fucking halfway across the yard. Big Terry, much love, bro. I hope you're doing all right. I hope you're making it through the week, bro. Shit. I hope you're making it through the week, broski. Much love. I appreciate everybody who's joining, who's in the live right now on the chat in the chat. Much love. Like I said, if y'all haven't, go check out my dude, Uncommon Korean. Solid channel. Solid channel. Bro's badass. He be doing competitions and everything. He's solid. I thought my build drill time 284 was nice. And bro, I watched one of his shorts and he did his first build drill time was around the high twos, and the second one was ridiculous. He took it down to like a 176. On the second one, I was like, "What the fuck? Where did that shit come from, bro?" Yeah, that's what man. I'd love to get into the 2011 game. It's just so fucking expensive. It's just so fucking expensive. It is just so expensive. My next gun, I've really been looking. I really want to check out one of the Ruger RXMs, and I'd really like to get my hands on one of the Meta MC9 Primes. Those two are probably the most real. Or I don't have any 1911s yet, so or a TSOS 1911. Those three are probably the most realistic for me to get my hands on next. That'll probably, and then my next rifle. I don't know if I'm gonna buy another rifle anytime soon, but I really do want to get the AK, the Sestava upgraded, get a nice red dot on there, and just add some. Maybe, hopefully, after all the stuff clears with getting the suppressors and stuff without having to pay a tax stamp. Hopefully, I'll be able to get my hands on one of those. I do. The closest thing I have to a Ruger LCP, Eric, is a Tor Spectrum 380. I'm a Red Dead fan, Beverly. I love Red Dead. Red Dead Redemption 2. Me and my son actually just played the story for like the third time for a few months ago. We finished it again. So yeah, uncommon, bro. Those that's what I said. You're jumping off the ledge. I think I'm gonna take the baby steps like you first, bro, and pick up a T size first. Just to get me familiar with the 1911s. But I've only heard good thing about those 2011s. Like especially like the staccato took over the competition world, man. Like it's just badass. I really like the 2011s. And I really like the TTI. That's why I don't know. That's why it's so hard for me to I guess set my mind on something like a staccato or a prodigy because like I've been saying, you got the Smith and Wesson Series V, and you got the TTI Combat, and then you got that Beretta competition gun. I can't remember. It's like the X92I or something like that. All badass guns. It's hard to 5K for a 2011 is fucking ridiculous. My side by side was $7,000. 5K for a 2011 is high, but that's what I hear. I mean, for quality 2011, bro, you're spending some money. I've heard a lot of good things about the Bull Armories. Bull Armory Tech. I think GHG Hustle did a video on one. Uncommon Korean coming through with the juice, bro. That is badass. That is the Bull Armory Tech Pro Uncommon Korean was telling us about, y'all. Solid. Definitely solid. Let me see. Looking at about 25. About 25 hundo. And then for the XC, you're looking at, and there's so many different variations you can get of the XC too. So it's yeah, the staccato's double the price of the Bull Armory Tech, bro. Good looking Uncommon Korean. I think if I do fuck with one, I think that's what I'll fuck with. Does what? I don't know. Hey, much love, Eric. I appreciate you joining the live, bro. Much love, bro. Do you have the Bull Armory Tech Pro right now? I didn't. Do you have it already? I thought you were gonna get one, but you already got it. I didn't realize the Prodigy was so cheap. Well, not cheap, but it's cheap compared to the Bull Armory and the I gotta go with Smith and Wesson, Beverly. I gotta go with Smith and Wesson, bro. I got to go with Smith and Wesson. There you go, bro. Yeah, there you go. I can't even argue with that uncommon Korean. I can't even. I like to stand out too, bro. That's why currently I got a Honda Shadow 750. But when I do upgrade my bike, I'll probably get an Indian and not a Harley. I like to be different too. I like to stand out. Really, I didn't see. I didn't even know you were a bike guy. That's wild, bro. That's wild. I'll take hollow points, Beverly. What kind of Indian do you have? Uncommon Korean? Did you get a scout or a chieftain or a chief? What'd you get, bro? Cause my Shadow is my first bike. I've done built it to look like a road glide. I put the bat wing on the front of it. I got saddlebags. Badass, bro. Badass. Yeah, I bet it's got some torque to it. Cause I rode the Harley, what is it? The Sportster, and I mean I just have a Honda 750. It's not nothing. But whenever I got on the Sportster, it was like a Holden. It's just like a 12. It's just a 1200 too. One of the smaller Harleys, but it felt like a whole different beast, bro. That's badass, bro. I didn't know you rode Uncommon Korean. That is awesome. That's how it goes, bro. That's wild. That's how it goes. That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. That's funny. He said his wife didn't talk to him for weeks. That's wild. That is wild, man. You see top fans in the chat right now. We've got PVS 14 gang at one. We got Ivan 6500 at two. Sadie Knowledge at three. Ton Guy at four. And Matrix Honda at five. Much love to everybody in the chat right now. And much love to everybody in the live stream. Crotch Rocket or Indian? I'm a cruiser guy, bro. Beverly, I'm a cruiser guy. I am a cruiser guy. Plus, if I got a crotch rocket, I'd end up like uncommon Korean. My wife wouldn't. It was already hard enough for me to get the cruiser. So if I came home with the crotch rocket, I wouldn't. I don't think it'd be the bike that kills me. Yes, sir. CAXC. It is a Sestava ZPAP M70, and I appreciate you joining the live, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's why I said I'm a cruiser guy too. I'm a cruiser guy too. I never liked the idea of being. I have been on a sports bike before though, and that position wasn't all that comfortable. But I never really liked the idea of being like that. Glock Beverly, you can't beat Glock's track record. I know Sig has the military contract, but you can't beat Glock's track record, man. I love a solid stock Glock. Although I don't know if y'all seen those high point videos, but people have been running the piss out of them high points. Like I said, the Demolition Ranch, when he made that video of the high point, I bet he sold thousands of high points when he torture tested that mug, bro. Love Uncommon Korean. Like I'm sure y'all have heard me say it 10 times, bro. If y'all haven't yet, check out Uncommon Korean in the chat. Click on it right now. Go to his channel and hit that sub button, bro. It's solid and he knows his shit. He knows his shit. I don't remember when Indian started making, which I obviously wasn't alive, but I'm pretty sure Polaris owns Indian now. I don't know when Indian came out though. Let me know, chat. Who knows when Indian came out? When Indian started putting motorcycles into production. Was Indian before Harley? Did Indian come before Harley? That just solidified it if it did. I'm definitely getting the Indian. That's wild. That is wild. Let me check it. 1901, the first Indian motorcycle came out. That's fucking crazy. Now let's see when the first Harley came out. Oh yeah. If you're riding Harley, you're a meat rider. If you're riding Harley, you're a meat rider. Because Indian came out 2 years before Harley. So Harley definitely was jocking on Indian stuff. I never knew that. That is fucking. I know Harley was owned by AMC for a while, and they were making very shitty bikes there for a minute. From everything that I've heard. But yeah, fucking crazy, bro. Good times. Good times, man. Don't y'all hate when a charge pops up in your bank account and you don't know? Yeah, Beverly, I hunt. I've been hunting since I was a little boy. Yes, sir. Deer hunt, turkey hunt. I love to take my son squirrel hunting. I got 10 acres. I'd be a fool if I didn't. Yeah, bro, gotta be careful on those bikes. They'll end your life in a hurry, man. That's why I always pray before I go. Make sure I hug and kiss my wife and sons before I leave, man. I always do. Much love, Uncommon Korean, bro. Much love. I appreciate you joining, man. Much love. Be safe, man, and enjoy your evening. Like I said, y'all, if y'all haven't, go subscribe to my dude Uncommon Korean. He's as solid as they come, bro. He's as solid as they come. But yeah, don't y'all fucking hate whenever a charge pops up in your bank account and you don't like you don't know where the fuck it came from. My biggest my biggest deer, my biggest and okay, there you go. My biggest hunt was in Big Rapids. I had a customer that I treated for. He offered to take me on a hunting trip with them in Michigan, and I shot a 17.175 inch buck from this ranch called Two Hats Ranch. It was fun. It was the hunt of a lifetime, but I would not do it again. I like putting in the work, setting out the cameras on my property myself. My biggest hunt on my property was a 6 point cold buck, and that was actually last year. Been hunting all my life, and that's the biggest I've killed in my hometown. Much love to everybody in the live. Much love. I know it's a Wednesday evening. Just kind of a midweek checkup, bro. Just kind of a midweek checkup. You're a trapper? What do you trap, Beverly? What do you trap, my guy? I've always wanted to get into trapping. Always wanted to get into trapping. Yeah, bro. That's what I just saw on my phone a charge of $7 or some shit from Amazon, which I'm sure it was me. Which I'm sure it was me or my wife, but still, like I don't remember the shit. So I'll have to go check it out. But yeah, bro. Coyotes. There you go. I'm guessing raccoons and I'm the servers one. I'm not sure. Coyotes, raccoons. That's a coyote right there, Beverly. You want to come say what's up to everybody, Cairo? Beavers. Okay. Coyotes, raccoons, and beavers. I can dig it, bro. I can dig it. It's awesome. That is awesome. But yeah, guys, I guess that's gonna do it for tonight, man. I appreciate everybody that tuned into tonight's live. We might go live again on Friday. Got a new mic and stuff that I want to try out, and I got some parts that won't be here till Friday, so we might go live again on Friday, but for sure Saturday and Sunday. Might have 3 days in a row where we're going live this week, guys. So yeah, like I said, if I'm from El Sancho. I was born and raised in Nashville, Tennessee, Bay Area. That's what's up. That's awesome, bro. But yeah, if y'all wouldn't mind, man, smashing that like button, smashing that subscribe button, and I will catch y'all next time on Brothers with Blickies. Peace out.